What is up, everyone? We are back in the spot for another day of gaming press conferences. This time we're covering the Ubisoft Forward E3 show. We're going to kick things off with the Ubisoft Forward pre-show, then move on to the main show, and finally, later this evening, Gearbox Software's E3 showcase. I don't know, what are you guys looking forward to the most? I think Ubisoft is going to be a little bit light. They're a bit on the downswing at the moment in terms of having new announcements. They came off so many last year, and then a lot of their big games were supposed to come out early this year, and they're being pushed back to the fall or whatever. And that means that a lot of the stuff they're going to show us today is probably going to be games that we're already aware of. That having been said, I'm still excited. They could surprise us. Maybe they show us something that's a little earlier than everybody expected. But that's enough from me. We're just going to go ahead and hop on in. Check out this pre-show. It looks like somebody getting stomped on for Honor.
They would carve their own path in the land of fire.
Year 5, Season 2. One thing I'll say about Ubisoft that's always fascinating to me is just how much support they'll give just about every game they have. Like, For Honor's been going for years. Rainbow Six Siege, I mean, that game's huge, but still going for years. They aren't really trying to milk more money out of you by releasing another full box game. Instead, they're just like, look, here's more content to the game that you already own. I beg of you, do not Coke Media this. That would be very upsetting for me. I tried to be professional during that Coke Media setting, and I broke down about 15 minutes in. I'm sorry. It was just so bad. Even when I went back and looked at other people's live streams, they were like, this is terrible. And which helped me feel better because I'm like, all right, these are slightly more professional people. I was watching it and I'm like, this is awful. This isn't much better though. Well, this is still way better because it's a game on the screen, but do we have to show Eivor walking? Can't she run and kill somebody? Stop somebody from being tortured? Or, I don't know. Do something? Hey, yo. Yo, this is supposed to be a press conference, and in fact, it's a pre-show, but also it's a pre-show that was supposed to show, stuff. That's what you do during pre-shows. You don't do this. What's happening right now? Why? Why do they keep doing me like this? What's good, Keen? Right now we watching Viking Walking Simulator 5 apparently. This can't be. This has to be we were supposed to cut something else in, because they started out with For Honor season pass, the latest season pass for Honor. It's pretty. I mean, it's alright. I kind of soured on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so now I'm a little bit hating. That dude definitely want to fight. What? What? That dude want to fight. How is this possible? How does nobody want to fight? Somebody got to square up. You say we all sour? I don't think everybody soured. I think a lot of people liked it. I just felt a little uncomfortable playing it after a while. I was playing a legitimate bad person, which you kind of know that going in, but I just didn't realize that. And it's not the fun kind of bad, just a terrible. Oh, okay. So you knew other people that just decided not to play it. That makes sense. I don't know. The Assassin's Creed shell was fun, and that's what kept me playing. But ultimately, I was I don't like any of these characters. Eivor is okay, I guess. The rest of the characters are just kind of annoying. I know exactly where this is in the game, and I know you'd have to fight somebody. just walking like this. Like, there's no way they just walk off. I definitely enjoyed Immortals way more. Man, you know, it sucks. I want to get Immortals, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Like, it's on sale right now, but I think I'm going to wind up getting Watch Dogs again. Watch Dogs Legion. I'm going to get it on PC and then wait until Bloodlines drops. And I'll be able to play the game as Aiden Pierce instead of playing it as, like, a generic who gives a shit. I know that was supposed to be their gimmick to the game, but that gimmick ain't good. Like, that was the worst possible gimmick that I can think that you could have done. Like, the idea of you can be anyone. It just kind of takes you out of the story. But they say, like the developers said, that when you play Watch Dogs Legion and Bloodlines comes out and you get control of Aiden Pierce, they basically rewrite the story and pretend that it's Aiden Pierce that's being addressed every time. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you should have done. I'm all in on that. So, I specifically waited until, okay, thank God. Seriously, I had waited until something showed up on the screen in the assumption that they were actually starting their show.
In the disability community, we have a saying, nothing about us without us. It's to say our rights, access, and inclusion in the world can't be met in proper or full ways without direct involvement. It's as true for gaming as it is access to a building. It's really
This is
important
supposed to
to
be
us
the pre-show,
that we work with the
and
community
they let
to
it off
improve
with like
accessibility.
For Honor,
We're not just
the
involving,
season pass.
but valuing
But then
players
after that,
and
they just had
developers
an
with first-hand
inexplicable
experience of disability.
Assassin's Creed
We're
walking
much
segment.
less likely
Like,
to make mistakes in our
you
approaches.
could have done literally anything with those 10
Even if
minutes
our
or
efforts
5
are well
minutes or whatever.
intentioned, they might not really reduce a barrier or contribute to stigma. We're really thankful and proud of the community for their contributions.
When I was working with Ubisoft on Watch Dogs Legion, we got to sit down at a table going through ideas on how a feature could be used, like the directional captioning, or what kind of information could be on the screen at the same time.
Hope Riders Republic gets a
Whatever
release date.
could be
Oh yeah, that's
removed.
confirmed. They're confirmed to be giving us a release date for Riders
There was a
Republic.
lot of going back and forth to make sure there was no confusion. It was great how they were double checking to make sure they got it right. I grew up waiting for accessibility to be something companies can talk about.
Watch Dogs Legion's Play As Anyone innovation brought with it a promise of diversity and inclusion that inspired our team to make accessibility a core pillar of our design from the very beginning.
Man, I feel
The
bad
game
now for
offers
dumping
a
on the Play As
visualized
Anyone
sound effect
thing.
system that
But
captures
it's still
hundreds
like,
of ambient
it would have been
role
better
and gameplay
if
sounds
you
from
just chosen
singing
some groups,
to footsteps to
some
cars
marginalized groups, and
accelerating
just
or
made them
crashing,
main characters,
each
as
prioritized by
opposed to
context
Play As
and
Anyone,
spatialized with a
which gives people the
directional
option to just play
the
as
Watch Dogs
like
Legion's team is
the same
extremely
kind of characters
proud
they
to have
normally
achieved
play
this
as.
new level of accessibility. But it's only the beginning. Games that are truly accessible to everyone will require continuous innovation and effort, and I look forward to seeing today's innovations become tomorrow's standards.
On Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we started working on accessibility features very early in the process. We have options for player to choose their text size, but also the text size of the subtitles. You can add a background to your HUD elements to make sure the contrast is good for you. We can adjust the icon size also, depending
That's
on
one
your
thing
gaming
I will
setup.
give
We
Ubisoft
want to
is that
make
they're
sure you
constantly
get
giving
the
you
most
as
out of
many
it.
options as possible
Ubisoft's
to
goal is
play
to
a
make
game the way
games that
you want
enrich
to
our
play it,
players'
or the way
lives.
that makes
And
it
key to
easier
that
for you
is
to play
making
it.
games that are inclusive and accessible to all. What we've seen is that by talking to the community and learning from each other, our teams are really inspired to innovate and find solutions, striving to challenge themselves and always improve.
This is a bold way to do a pre-show, by the way. But I guess it's just what they want to like information they want to convey, but they know they can't convey it to like the main audience because they possibly lose them. Please don't do another walking segment. My God, like you have so many other games that you could show. Please do not trap us in a walking segment. Or a flying segment, although this does remind me of how badly I want to go back and play Watch Dogs Legion. That is exactly what's happening here. This is a flying segment that's gonna last like an extended GIF, and you keep wondering like, when is this GIF gonna end? Oh my God, they really did go all out on the dystopian setting. Non-compliance with Albion is a crime. My little bro is playing right now. What, Watch Dogs Legion? How's he like it? To me, Watch Dogs has always been a fascinating franchise. Like, it's the perennial 7 franchise because it always learns from its mistakes only to make new ones. And the new ones drag it down so that roughly it's still about as good as the last game, just for different reasons, right? Like Watch Dogs 1, I really enjoyed it, but the protagonist, he was like dull as bricks. The only way you can like really draw enjoyment from it is if you look at him as like basically a villainous protagonist, because he is kind of a piece of shit. Like Aiden Pierce is not a good person by any means. But the combat was top tier. He likes it, his second favorite franchise after Creed. Fair enough. Like, I go back and I look at like, Chicago was fun to explore to me, but I know a lot of people, actually, I'll take that back. Chicago was fun to explore, and then with Watch Dogs 2, they went like the completely opposite direction and gave you this super colorful, bright, pretty city of San Francisco. And then, I guess enough people complained about the wackiness of Watch Dogs 2, and so with Watch Dogs 3, they like toned it back down. They did amp up the cyberpunk aspects of it, and you're like, okay, cool, that's what's up. And so like they amped up the cyberpunk aspects, and they toned down all the wacky shit. And instead of giving us a cast of characters that you would love to like explore this darker, more dystopian universe, well, slightly dystopian, more like cyberpunk. Instead of giving us a cast of characters you'd want to explore that universe with, they like gave you the play as anyone system, which didn't help. Like nobody, the whole play as anyone, like, yeah, I can play as anyone, but I would rather play as somebody. So every time it's just always like, this was great and they improved on this, but then they made this mistake. And so you wind up looking at it about the same, or at least I have. Every time I get a new Watch Dogs, I wind up looking at it about the same as I did the last one. Like, it's fine, it could have been better, it should have been this and that, you know. I'm still waiting on them to like completely nail it. Because Watch Dogs 2 was very good, but the combat was the worst, the dirt worst. Like to the point that they should have just taken out the combat altogether for that game. Not for the franchise as a whole, but for that game specifically. Should have just took the combat out. I gotta play it to see how it's implemented. I mean, it's implemented exactly the way you would think it would be. Like, really. Creed has a similar problem. Debatable. I mean, I can see if somebody had a similar problem with it. I've never, like, when I played Origins, I thought, well, this is a lot of fun. Getting to see this beautiful version of Egypt and Africa that I'd never gotten to see before in a video game, especially like an HD video game. And then having like this nice RPG, kind of like a poor man's Witcher, but a poor man's Witcher is still a great game. This is a baffling way to do a pre-show. Like, real talk. I was gonna say, if they hit us with some more BS, I was gonna go check out the Wholesome Direct, because I never got a chance to look at it. You know I love Origins. Yeah, I mean, me too. Like, I love Origins. And then, crazily enough, I wound up loving Odyssey even more than Origins, just from, like, the custom, like, the fact that Alexandros or Cassandra could become their own character. Like, there were elements of them that you could decide their dialogue, and you could go out on like form relationships with certain people. Like, I thought that was a really great game, and I'm gonna be honest, Valhalla didn't push the franchise forward to me in any meaningful way. Like, there's no one change that Valhalla made where I'm like, y'all should keep this. I played it for like 35, 40 hours, and every change they made, I was like, I was fine with the way it was, or I just didn't like what you did. Like adding a stamina bar, like, gross. I got burned out on Odyssey. Odyssey is a very, very, very long game, so I can see anybody getting burned out on it. Seriously, if you show me another, I'm not playing. Like, if they show me another walking section or just driving forward, just like an endless GIF, we're gonna swap over to the Wholesome Direct for a little bit because I wanted to look at that. Yep. I'm sensing a pattern, and I'm too smart for this. I'm smarter than the average bear. So here's what we're gonna do. Looking forward to anything for me? I mean, like, no, because there's so many games that, like, they're big franchises that I super care about, like Assassin's Creed. That pretty much has entered into a once every other year type of pattern, like a release pattern, once every other year. And then you have Watch Dogs that just dropped, and those typically take 2 to 3 years before the next one comes out. So there's not gonna be another Watch Dogs anytime soon. The only things I really want to see are Watch Dogs Dead Bloodlines, like the expansion that introduces Aiden Pierce and Wrench. And then I also want to see, I would love to see Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I don't know if it'll be here. And I would also love to see Skull and Bones and see if they've done anything interesting with that. But other than that, nah. All right, let's get into... Yeah, y'all ain't doing nothing, so we're just gonna hold some games that up. I wanted to stream this, but I got distracted with work. If Skull and Bones is still a multiplayer game, I'm gonna be heated, like super heated. I know you'd think that I wouldn't be into any of this, but I will take this 1,000,000 times over like the endless Dark Soul clones and Metroidvanias. I just can't do it anymore.
My name is Jenny Wyndham, and I am joined by my co-hosts Victoria Tran and Derek Fields.
Sit back and relax as we bring you exclusive footage from 75 Wholesome Games.
And remember, if you see any games you love today, head over to wholesomegames.com to get all the info and find out how you can support the developers.
All right, let's get started.
What's with the penguins in with that? What? Yo! Wasted. Bird problems? This is a sitcom? This definitely is like a bird sitcom. Hey, yo! What is the goal? Like... a sitcom narrative game, and you're just like,
What channel is that coming on?
Sure, why not? Why not? It had a story mode to my knowledge. I thought it was like Division where it's drop in and drop out co-op.
Recolite
I think
is
it
a
was a
mysterious
story.
adventure
Like they did
game
have a
where you
story mode, but
explore
it
a
clearly
strange
wasn't the
town by
focus.
following trails of light. During your journey, you'll help the residents of this town by using items illuminated by the light to progress the story.
I think it's because birds are like supposedly really cute. So if you want a cute video game, then also they had that one death game, Death Bird or Death, like it was like a crow that was killing people. They had something like that too. So yeah, you're right. Oh, so this is like Harvest Moon, but with animals, with cats specifically. Snacker, farming cat venture. Hey! This feels Pokemon Snappish. Oh man, I really love this music. Like, never mind the game, can I just have the soundtrack?
It's available now.
Wow.
Go on to Steam right now, please.
Yes.
Any game, like taking photos and slapping on a filter, slapping on stickers, I'm into it. I'm into it.
Hi, I'm Annie.
And I'm Lucas, and we are
Max Inferno. And we're very excited to introduce to you our tidy puzzle game, A Little to the Left.
It's a game where you stack, sort, and organize things into just the right spot.
Yep. Wait, does that look crooked to you? Ah! It's okay, I can fix it.
Okay, that was charming. It was like almost corny, but it wound up being charming. Man, people with OCD should not play this game. Random cat like, man, bump all this. Loving the different art styles here. Alright, I see you, Ooblets.
We're just getting started, but I'd love to take a moment to mention our collaboration with the International Rescue Committee.
There are now more than 80 million refugees and displaced people around the world who have been forced out of their homes.
The IRC provides emergency aid and long-term support to refugees and those displaced by war, persecution, or natural disasters.
We've partnered with the Yeti to offer some limited time Wholesome Direct merch, like this incredible 3D acrylic stand, as well as a t-shirt featuring games from today's event.
Oh, this is really
$5
cool.
from every product sold goes to the International Rescue Committee.
While wholesome games often show us what a kinder world can look like, we hope this reminds you to never forget the suffering in our own world and what we can do to help.
If you'd like to learn more, you
Went
can
back and
visit
it was just like doing absolutely nothing. I was like, yeah, I'll go back to the wholesome stuff. At least y'all talking about something positive. Now, what is this?
Cast bells, be queer, and crash the biggest concert of the year.
Not a fan of the Max
Spirit
3,
Swap is an
but I
action
love
puzzle
these
game
character
set in a
designs.
lush, narrative-driven world of witchy demons. Swap to the beat as you reassemble lost spirits, enjoy the lo-fi soundtrack, decorate your bedroom, and hang
And
with
his music
friends.
is chill. Should I fuck around and play this just for the designs and the music and not even care about the gameplay?
Behind the Frame is a narrative-driven puzzle game.
Oh, I think I saw this a couple of days ago.
Features a unique painting mechanic, 360-degree panoramic scenes, and a totally custom soundtrack.
Nah, this is like one of them games that's designed to make you start crying and shit. Hey, you on stream like, it's so sad. No, I'm straight. Like, because then you got to decide whether you want to be tough or you want to cry in
I'm
front of like
Megan
a whole bunch of
Fox,
people that you
lead
don't know.
developer on Skateboard. Skate games have a history of being input dense and using every button on the gamepad and requiring rapid inputs to boot. Skateboard is no exception, as you can see here, but I wanted to see if I could simplify that at all. So I started looking at ways of reducing buttons and thus how much hand travel is required during gameplay. The easiest one was auto push on ollie. Hold ollie down, you go forward. Even classic skate games did this one, but it helps avoid input density on the left stick. After that, I wanted to try and reduce how much your right hand moves, so I started by merging grind and ollie. Normally pulling off a grind requires moving your hand from the bottom of the gamepad face all the way to the top, but now it's just an easy double tap of the bottom button. Add in the option that slows the game down, being able to grab or kickflip with just one button too, and hopefully anyone will be able to have fun skateboarding with the bird when Skateboard releases soon.
They are like a lot like that. That's because they're so like lacking in violence
Here
and
Comes
shit.
Nico is the cozy 3D platformer for tired people.
But I mean, some of those games are a platformer for tired people.
What we're seeing now
Shit,
is
I
a
need to be
showcase
buying
of
this
some
right
of
now.
the friendly, quirky characters you'll meet in the game.
Damn. Some of y'all mean.
Oh, did I mention your boss is a frog?
Oh, some of these I would play just because like I get tired of just picking up a game to shoot people.
Hey everyone,
Or
I'm
stab
Saffron
people.
and I'm the creative director at Kitten Cup Studio. We're making Pico, a cozy tea-making simulator where you run a tea house in a town full of cats. We're really excited for you to see what we've been working on, and we hope that if you love tea and cats as much as we do, that you'll come check us out.
I don't like tea, but I do like cats, so let's see how this plays out.
Pico is a cute cat-filled tea-making simulation game about taking the time for self-care and connecting with the things that make you happy. As the town's newest resident and tea house owner, you'll learn 12 unique rituals and tea-making styles.
Eventually, one of these games is gonna be such a big hit that AAA studios will try to like make their own games.
Weiss, a hard-working career woman in the big city, 1986. She decides to take a break and goes back to her hometown to become a mail carrier.
What?
It's hardly a chore, driving a mail truck around such magnificent scenery. Meeting people is also part of the job. Some of them are familiar, many are new. Some of them are friendly, some are very busy, some are happy, some seem
I
happy.
bet y'all didn't talk to not one male person when you made this game.
And some of them, she could get to know a little bit better. Who knows what will happen in 2 weeks? Meredith might even change a few lives, including her own.
Man, if Devin saw this game, he might flip out, bruh. Mail Simulator. I liked the graphics of that game, and I like the concept of being able to drive around and interact with people, but we gotta come up with something a little bit more interesting to do than delivering mail. That can't be it. Because it didn't look bad at all, but like when I think about what I've heard from people who've actually delivered the mail before, I'm like, yeah, this experience wouldn't be reflected at all. What's this, dude? Where's Witchbrook?
Cayenne. I will see you there. There's so much to that game. I'm excited for it. All the little characters and their names, especially, were just a cute touch already.
Right cheeks.
What is this? Explore the ocean and meet the gods. I will say graphically, they're doing so much more than like what you normally expect in indies. Mythic Ocean. I talked about this before, but like I would love to see a game where you could go underwater and just like enjoy yourselves underwater. Man, you gotta be kidding me.
Cocobuzz Atlas is a grand adventure on an uncharted planet. Cocopah and Koyimero venture out into a new world full of potential, beautiful landscapes, unique characters, and untold secrets.
Cocopah's Atlas? I might have to wishlist that. It look kind of fun. Oh, I do remember Witchbrook. I had to like look up some images for it. I was like, it sounds familiar, but like not entirely. Okay, this is very like Animal Crossing. Best thing about this is I bet none of these games are over $25. Nah, typically they hit around like 20.
A young girl
somewhere between 10 and $20.
Thanks to these letters, she's able to communicate her feelings, hopes, and dreams.
As the game progresses and Sarah gets older, there will be different sides to the story for you to discover, depending on the words that you chose.
IBM Games presents Letters. Follow the life of Sarah through all the good times and bad times. Help her find her voice to fight monsters and use the power of words in this nostalgic pen pal adventure. Look for it later this year on Steam and also on Switch.
I don't know what it is with all these cats, but I'm not against it.
You're alone on a cold Christmas night. Stuck at home in a foreign country. That's okay though. You'll get through it by cooking a hot dish intended for 6 people. Hot pot Out for One is a short experience about the bitterness of lonely times and the sweet comfort of food that keeps us going.
After spending a year in a room by myself, I'm not interested in playing a game about loneliness. I'm gonna let y'all have that one though.
Traverse the Grove as a guardian grape. Protect friends, gather precious materials, and repair social ties and structures by bringing the community of each village together as they work to fend off the rot.
I'm not against
Concord's restoration efforts and earn the trust of the community.
I didn't expect to see a game where you played as
Tracks
a
of
grape.
Thought is an RPG shaped by your own personality. Find common ground in card-based battles and overcome your pitfalls together. Ready to confront yourself? Be sure to catch the demo on Steam right now.
What's the name of this game?
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Olsen, the game director of Beasts of Maravilla Island. Beasts of Maravilla Island is a game about discovering extraordinary creatures, learning their behaviors, and most importantly, photographing their majesty. My team and I are so excited for you to meet all of Maravilla Island's magical inhabitants and see the amazing photos that you take.
Embark on your adventure in the hidden magic jungles of Maravilla Island. Assume the role of an aspiring wildlife photographer armed with her grandfather's camera and a field guide of Maravilla Island.
Man,
Explore,
people saw Pokemon
discover
Snap
extraordinary
and they
creatures,
never let it go.
interact with them in their natural
Rightfully so.
habitat,
That
and
game is
photograph the
incredible.
enchanting, unique behaviors you reveal. On your journey through the magic jungles, you'll climb, explore, and solve puzzles with the island's flora and fauna to find and photograph its fabulous beasts. Play with a rambunctious otter crocodile. Be the wingman for a
I do
love-struck
remember
bird
seeing this
monkey,
game. I think we
and discover the
reacted to
favorite
it
hiding
at
spots of
Gorilla
birds
Collective.
disguised as
And I was like, man,
bananas.
if you don't get away from these, crocodiles, it's like, oh, they're friendly, like friendly my ass, bro. What
Beasts
you
of
mean?
Maravilla Island is out today.
Hi, I'm Suncha from Scorecat Studio, and we're making Hua. We had a lot of fun at Wholesome Direct last May, and we're super excited to be back again with some new updates. This time, we have some exclusive footage, as well as an announcement to make, so do stay tuned till the end of the video.
So this time, we're underground.
This feels
This
vaguely
is
like
home
Ori
to
and the Will
the
of the
Flying
Wisps.
Rocks. As you match each of them to their own cloud of light, they will become the cutest moving platforms.
I think they fly just so you can get up, just so you'll get off them. Like, look, bro, get off me.
Since last year at Wholesome Direct, our fairy has come a long, long way. And now that she's almost ready to meet everyone, we would like to say thank you for being all the while supportive and kind. Today we are really happy to announce that Hua will be coming to you guys on the 21st of August, 2021.
Dang, y'all managed to
Cannot
get it
wait
on
for
every
everyone
console.
to join this journey, and see you then. Bye-bye.
She had a really relaxing voice.
2, 1, 1, 0. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Itsumi. I play piano when I can get someone to actually pay me.
Itsu, this house has lawn games. Did you see?
Luca! Hey, it's my friend Luca.
Oh,
Luca is
man.
the planet Saturn because he's far away.
This
and
is giving me like
Carver is a
phonogram
shooting
vibes,
star
and I'm
because
like
they have
so
long
in.
sweaters and do wishes.
Exactly. Thank you, Itsu. This is Jay. Jay is scary, but in a hot way, and is also a genius, but for your ears.
Oh man, what is this?
What you doing?
Morning.
Everyone in Los Angeles is mourning something. Glad to have you with us.
I don't really know what I even want to say with music. You gotta have something to
Yo.
say.
If anything, you're honest.
This looks hype.
And when you're honest, saying anything is something special.
It appeals to the little alt-pop boy inside me. Yep, I'm good. I'm definitely gonna do that.
For those just joining, we'd like to remind you of our collaboration with the International Rescue Committee.
More than 80 million people.
That might be one of the most exciting games I've seen thus far for E3. No
the
cap.
RC helps
Just
people
like
survive, recover,
the
and
vibes
gain
of that
control.
game, and then like the visuals, they weren't like
Wholesome Direct items like
liberal
this incredible
simulator.
3D acrylic stand, as well as a T-shirt featuring games from today's
It's
event.
definitely not
$5
that,
from
because I
every
mean
product
that
sold goes to
if
the
you're wearing a
International
Black
Rescue
Trans Lives
Committee.
Matter
If you'd
shirt,
like to
which
learn
is
more,
correct,
you can visit
you're further left than liberal.
rescue.org/wholesomegames
But
or follow
it just, I like the way the
Thanks for your
it was
support.
clearly like had like this visual novel sense going on, and I guess you're like in a band or something, and then like the music and shit. I'm all in. I was all in on that one. So, and then of course any game that lets you play as like characters outside of what you would expect to see in a video game, I'm always in. Like, give me something new. Like, people are constantly obsessed with the idea of making video games that are like, oh, we haven't had this kind of gameplay, we haven't had that kind of gameplay, and I'm like, I want to see new settings. Like, the gameplay thing, like, that's gonna hit a wall eventually, and it's gonna be like less and less. You're not gonna see as many games that are like revolutionary from a gameplay perspective. Even now, you're smacking against the wall when it comes to like indie games, where it's like a lot of indie games just kind of look like the last popular indie game. So I'm more interested in you showing me something that I haven't seen before in terms of settings. It looked really cool, stylized visually. Yeah, exactly like that. I probably would have lost complete interest. In fact, the visuals have played a big role. If it had been like some 8-bit or 16-bit retro type thing, I'd have been like, yeah, y'all can have that. Like, y'all have fun. But because it did look like it did have this unique stylized color, feel to it, and like visually, like artistically and shit, I'm like, yeah, I'll play that. In fact, a lot of these haven't been too much. Like, there haven't been a lot of like 8-bit, 16-bit. Like, I'm done with that. That shit's cool for like a brief little period of time. Yeah, more birds, bro.
And we're here to show you a
It's been
trailer
birds and
for
cats
my
this
new
whole-
game, Walk with Yaya. It's about walking your grandma around the neighborhood after she's had a scary fall, and you're trying to build her confidence back up. What did you think about the trailer, Gaga?
It was good.
If your grandma likes something, that means it's good.
Alright. So many bird games. It's a lot of birds and a lot of cats in these games. But I mean, like, people like anything to keep away from dogs, because I feel like dogs get a little too much attention in media. I know there's some people that's gonna be like, man, you just hate dogs. I do hate dogs.
Bonjour,
Ubisoft
I'm
crawling
Samuel Babush,
simulator.
the art director of Un Je ne sais quoi, working with Humanimation on a watercolor adventure, Dordogne. Dordogne follows Mimi, a young woman revisiting her childhood memories through puzzles and letters that her grandmother left for her. Everything in Dordogne is hand-painted on paper before being brought to life in game. Through the adventure, you will help Mimi build her journal with the photos, sounds, and the words you will find. Before long, Mimi's journal will be full of memories of the summers you will have spent with her grandmother in Dordogne. A nostalgic adventure, Dordogne is brimming with feeling and heart. Help Mimi see once again through the eyes of the little girl who marveled at everything when Dordogne launches later this year on PC and Nintendo Switch.
A game like this,
we can't wait to show you more.
It's either gonna be like really heartbreakingly sad, or like really pretentious and annoying.
Watching that.
That's
That was
the
so
only
sad.
two things that game.
It's like you get to take pictures, but also, you know how when you have childhood memories and sometimes there's like sounds that you really like, and I like that you get to like also use sounds in your scrapbook. That's really, really cool.
I'm really glad I decided to stream this. Because at first I was like, can I BS my way through the Ubisoft pre-show? And quite frankly, no, I can't. That was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. That was worse than the Koch Media thing. Like the Koch Media thing, that thing was the Koch Primetime show. At least there was someone talking, and I could comment on what they're saying and shit. I can't comment on just like the Gecko Gods. Fire. What is this?
A funny physics-based racer, which doesn't take itself too seriously, but still requires enough skill for you to master the hardest tracks.
We crashed into the Ubisoft design team a while ago, and we had some great discussions on You Suck at Parking. They gave us actionable advice and great feedback along the road. And they've been championing the game ever since, so we're super grateful for them.
You Suck at Parking presents you with a ton of varied and surprising levels. The goal is to fill every parking spot before the timer runs out. And don't get too attached to your cars though, because you'll have to respawn a lot. For the competitive players out there, there's leaderboards in every level so you can compete with your friends and the world for those top spots. And for everyone that's feeling creative, we've also included a level editor that features everything that's in the main game, so you can go all out and be creative and make your own tracksuit.
You want to know how much you suck at parking? You can already do so. Download the demo. You can also talk to us, show us your best moves, or talk to other parksters at our Discord. Happy parking!
That's unique. These are the type of things that they should have been showing during the Ubisoft Forward, and not like whatever this is. I feel like Crazy Taxi went away, and if you brought it back now, you could bring it. Man, it just ain't no way. You could bring back Crazy Taxi now, but it couldn't have like a high budget. It'd have to be like a more of an indie game, like what you just saw. Nope. Now, what's this? Are there people in this city?
In Tatsumaki, behind the twilight, you'll join Yukumo in her journey to repair her beloved airship in a mysterious silent town.
I love the music in this. Hella anime, but like an empty town. Still, I like the idea, the basic idea behind it is very cool. Like this floating, like this, the unique style of the village.
Meet the Nezu tribe and unravel secrets when Tatsumachi releases on consoles in 2021.
Ubisoft trying to get everybody in shape, turn off the game and walk. No. Although I do need to go walking.
I like running around as a fox. Nature's better when you're a fox. Novels, of course. My personal favorites are Austen and Eliot.
I live to see the smiles of others. That includes yours.
Well, this game is very gay.
Easy! I like to win.
My wife's mountain.
I really love dinosaurs.
The mornings that Tommy and I eat breakfast together are my favorite.
Please be happy. Demo available now.
I don't know what that is. Yuri Simulator. Hey! It's about time. The Witchy Life Simulator. You just like a bad witch? You just trying to like figure it all out? That's kind of live. Oh man, that's another thing I really like about these games. There have been so many like darker skinned characters. I fucking love that. Like queer characters and dark skinned characters. It sucks that it has to happen at the low level before like people with money are willing to put money into it. That just shows you how fake corporations are. But still, the fact that there are people doing it and they're doing it at a high level like this is great.
Along the way in this cozy turn-based RPG.
Are you a cupcake? Yeah, you're clearly a cupcake. Cupcake simulator. Cupcake RPG, yeah.
It used to be such a great spot. Charming and beautiful.
Hey.
Now it's a dump. No wonder nobody steps foot in this place anymore. You'd have to go out there and clean up the joint. Get some new furniture and remodel everything. And even after all of that, you'd still need to take care of the critters, dredge the swamp, and throw out all the garbage. Oh, and you probably should do something about whatever's lurking out there.
I like the name. Are you a robot? Yeah, you're a robot. This game is, I mean, this whole direct has changed my opinion on indies. The indies I was seeing at like some of the last couple of days worth of shows, I was like really down on. An artistic wooden doll? Hey, with the poses. Or put some style to it. Ooh, pants on backwards? Pants part out too. Okay. Scared the crap out of the girls. I don't know what's going on. That's a very cute trailer, but I just don't understand, like, I'll have to look it up because it felt like all of a sudden you're just like,
Hi,
you're in an
I'm
airship.
Alia, member of the co-op Lucid Tales. What you just saw is the reveal of our first game, Sally. If you'd like to know more about it, make sure to follow us at Lucid Tales and join us on YouTube for our new series, Game Dev Tales. See you soon.
In Rainbow Billy, you start your journey in Star Harbor, a peaceful island in the world of imagination. Until suddenly, the Leviathan awakes from his slumber and curses the world to black and white. Along with Billy's sidekicks, Rodrigo and Friendship, they embark on an epic journey to recolor every island, solve puzzles, and complete various trials in order to befriend colorless creatures, like Eggins. By confronting these creatures and showing empathy,
We're gonna go back over in 5 minutes because they should.
their missing colors are revealed, and with the help of your friends, they're fully restored to their whimsical selves.
Huh. That's cute. You like bringing back color and goodness to this area?
Billy's new friends join the adventure and have a new home aboard Friendship. Take care of your new friends by feeding them gummy fish to strengthen your bond. Rainbow Billy, the Curse of the Leviathan, will be launching later this year. Adding this game to
Rainbow
your wish list
Billy.
would mean the world to us. Thanks for watching.
This is always the. Oh, is this the unpacking game? Yeah.
Unpacking is a game about taking possessions out of boxes and learning about someone's life over a series of moves. You're not living by yourself this time, so it's up to you to figure out how to fit in.
I don't dislike this, it's just the focus is a little too narrow for me. I like the look of the game and like the basic idea of
Soup is a
there
cooking
needs to be more
game
to it
with a
than that.
focus on creativity.
Alright. Chill out.
Anyway, the job's pretty straightforward.
break inside Broken Tech and steal a device giving control over an army of weaponized robots.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy
Thing
this.
must not fall into the wrong hands.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Easy, easy. Hey, I know you.
Give me that.
This, no.
3.
I need it for a thing.
2.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Does anybody have a release date for this?
All I need is that little device stolen by your partner. The one in the stupid mask?
I can find him.
I just don't think I can trust you without some insurance.
I'm just tired of criminals and con men running the world.
Oh man, this already looks so much better.
Pay attention.
This looks so much better than what Watch Dogs like Legion was. Where the robots come from? Available early July. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this. It's like $40, I think, right now. Like if you get it's on sale on Epic, so you combine that with like the $10 off coupon, and like I should be able to get it for pretty cheap. So I'm in. I'll check it out. Hey, it's Riders Republic.
How do I tame the deer? Oh, not like that!
Yeah, you tamed it alright. Permanently.
My bad? Now I feel bad.
Man, you know, I'd play Farscape. I'd play Far Cry if it was third person. Or if you had the option to switch between the two. I'd actually play Far Cry. What the frick? Ugh.
Op 4 eliminated all friendly.
I feel like y'all could have done something like this before. I feel like there's a better chance than not most of the games that you want aren't going to be here. Like a lot of the stuff I would imagine, because they even, the Mario Rabbids 2, that got leaked. So I imagine that's the big surprise of the conference. If that winds up being the one more thing, I know Ubisoft is hot for that leak.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Ubisoft Forward. I'm Neelam.
And I'm Yusuf. We're so thrilled to be back hosting Ubisoft Forward. Over the next hour, we'll be your guides to all the latest news and exciting announcements coming from Ubisoft.
We've got so much in store for you today, including deeper looks at Far Cry 6, Riders Republic, and Rainbow Six, plus a few other surprises you'll find out about soon enough.
Neelam, I'm excited. We're filming this together. We got this gorgeous set. E3 is back. But I know why y'all are here. You want to see games, so let's get right into it.
The Rainbow Six operators are facing off against an evolving and deadly threat. You'll no doubt have noticed that the alien parasite has spread to new areas. It's time to suit up and step into the containment zone.
Here's a deeper look at Rainbow Six Extraction.
Okay. What was it called before?
I used to feel so much peace staring into the heavens.
It was like Rainbow Six Quarantine, and it's like, I can't call that. Get that name out of there.
And the nightmare began. We thought it could be contained, but it evolved. So we did too.
One of our own is MIA. I need an extraction team, now.
If there's a way to stop them, you will find it. But I know...
It's crazy how far back this game got delayed.
You will find me first.
I want to say this game was scheduled to come out in February of 2020.
Okay, the plan. Nomad, secure our exit. I'll take out the nests.
And I'll find Ivana.
There's literally no reason this game shouldn't come out sooner. It must have been like a mess.
We're already out of the nests.
Incoming! Clear the area!
Stand back!
Down.
Clear. Let's move out.
Wait, why can't your arms be shown, but you're in like essentially a hazmat suit? Like, I don't get it.
I found her. Ivana, hold on. I've got company.
You're creating a lot of hype, but it's not a good sign that I'm not seeing you. Hopefully they have some of that.
Check. Make for the exit. An apex! Get down!
Ella, look out! I don't have the ship!
Not so fast.
Target the breacher!
Alright.
Now's our chance!
Nomad, blow the door. Cover me.
It's crazy how this is like this incredible alien threat is largely being held back by traditional, conventional ballistic weaponry. Like, we're not getting fantastic.
Hey, you all throwing me a party?
Yeah. Too bad you missed all the fireworks.
Team, it's Ash. We're not done yet. VIP down.
Oh, okay, I see y'all. September 16th, that's really soon.
Now, I know you must have a ton of questions after seeing that trailer, and we have answers as well as a full gameplay walkthrough coming up, so hang tight. My name is Richard. I'm your resident community developer coming to you from North Carolina. We're thrilled to be back to give you an introduction to Rainbow Six Extraction. With me today in Montreal, I have Bruno Lalonde, our lead technical director, and Alicia Fortier, game designer, to help walk us through. Alicia, what can we tell our players about Extraction?
Extraction is a 1 to 3 player co-op experience. You might think you know what you're getting into since there's going to be some of your favorite Rainbow Six operators, but it's going to be completely different because this time you're not fighting against each other. You're coming together to face an unprecedented, evolving alien
that's
threat.
pretty much the name of the game for Ubisoft.
Some of the operators' abilities, gadgets, and tech should feel familiar to Siege players, But this time, as you progress through the game, you'll unlock new ability upgrades and a whole new arsenal specifically designed to take on this new threat.
So the operators we just saw in that trailer are very familiar. But what happened to Hibana?
She got captured. In Extraction, you're always putting it all on the line. If you or a teammate falls during an incursion, you're gonna go missing in action. You can't play MIA operators until they're safely recovered. You and your squad are gonna have to come back together to get back in there and get them out. Every time you go in the containment zone, you risk losing all your progress and upgrades. So stay on your toes and weigh every move you make.
Balancing that risk and reward scenario is going to be tough. Bruno, can you tell us a little bit more about the alien threat? What is it? Who are they? And where do they come from?
What we know is the Arkeens are an evolved form of the parasite that was first detected few years ago during the outbreak event in New Mexico. But a lot have changed since. The parasite has spread to 3 new regions, emerging in several containment zones within New York, San Francisco, and Alaska. This is what we know so far. Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem is in a continual evolution.
I like how they're trying to make
as
it seem
incubation
like
nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map and reaction to the player presence.
The parasite is always spreading, always evolving. But it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home. What are we facing off against?
Well, the black goo-like sprawl is probably the first thing you will take on. It spreads to the map once your presence is detected, slowing your progress and helping the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker, the explosive breachers, the shape-shifting tormentors, and the apex. There's a lot more species of Arkeens and mutations that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay to talk about. Yes, that's right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform. And for our Rainbow Six Siege community, we have exclusive unlocks for you in both games. Okay, you've been waiting long enough.
Like Mighty Keith,
let's take an exclusive first look at some gameplay footage. Here is Rainbow Six Extraction.
Welcome to Rainbow Six Extraction, the new tactical co-op shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to investigate anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska. HQ will provide additional instructions.
We need new data on the parasite's underground network. It keeps evolving, adapting. Plant auto trackers on dormant nests. Don't destroy them or we'll lose the trackers.
Not a big fan of it, but
As a squad of 3, Ella, Alibi, and Sledge will use their operator abilities to complete objectives, assist each other, and obliterate Arkeans in their way.
Drone spinning up.
That's a grunt. Easy for a nest to incubate and bring to life, not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Converge on location. Nice and quiet.
The enemy reacts to intrusions in their ecosystem, including operators.
Eliminate my target.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
Visual on nest. Place auto trackers for our react scientists.
Auto tracker activated. Auto tracker activated.
The parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects the whole ecosystem. Alert an Arkean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Arkeans move faster in sprawl, but operators get slowed down.
Take my guy out.
The squad can use their react light to see bioluminescent properties in Arkeans and in the environment. The contrast helps to better identify targets.
Through the wall? Okay, I see y'all.
Mapping complete. The scientist just gave you the thumbs up. Good job.
Identifying Arcane variants helps the team determine the best approach to take them out.
This is the most Call of Duty version of an alien.
Spotted a rooter. It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
Get out of there before the swarm appears. Don't push your luck.
Airlock, go!
That was close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those Archies, and we need them gone. Use your react blade. It's right there. React blade, do your thing.
That target is finished.
One down. We're not done yet.
It is really weird how you just killing these aliens in such regular pedestrian ways.
Don't put it to death just
Sneak
yet.
up behind
Get that
it.
sample.
You know,
You've located a
get
spiker.
the stealth
It can
kill.
fire armor-piercing projectiles.
Shoot it in the head before it
Alibi
see
deploys a Prisma hologram. Deploying the bait.
It's like as realistic as possible.
End of the line. The squad can use React Tech to go further in incursions. The more intel they collect, the more tech they'll have at their disposal to fight off this threat. It's all about teamwork to outsmart the enemy.
Barricade that spot.
Reinforcing the wall. Creating a choke point is a good idea to increase the arc mine's efficiency.
Eyes on hostile!
No, I do actually like that whole strategy. Nice.
That's the way. Keep hunting.
That's the React threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
I don't think you care about your bullets, bro.
Wow, that did it.
What?
Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Another objective completed. The squad can either exfil at the extraction point to bring home the latest intel, or move to the next airlock. The third subzone will be the most challenging yet, a true test of both tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
Some Arkeans are responding to an elite as if they're communicating. No way we'd let them mobilize against us. Hunt them down until the elite comes out of hiding.
Okay, the invisible alien thing is kind of cool. Also, really scary as a concept.
The elite will show up any second.
The fact that this trailer is so long tells you something. Should tell you something about what they have planned for the show.
Eyes on hostile! Operator down!
We have an operator in stasis.
An operator is now MIA.
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
You heard it. A rescue mission is underway. React still needs you.
Operators, it's time to unite and stand together against this emerging threat. Squad up with friends in co-op, or step into the containment alone.
Stay tuned for more Rainbow Six Extraction intel coming very soon.
If you think fighting aliens is tough, try learning guitar.
Well, that was a segue.
10 years ago, Rocksmith redefined music learning by introducing the first console game that taught millions how to play guitar.
Whether you're already an expert or just starting out, Rocksmith has an approach that's for everyone.
Ubisoft as a studio.
A fun and interactive way to learn guitar, playing your favorite songs. And in the decades since its release, our community and its impact have only amplified.
This year, let's turn it up to 11 and see what's next for Rocksmith.
Like an actual guitar for these. Wanted to try this out. This first thing I never did. I wanted to try Rock Band. Like when I was young, I think I played Rock Band at my friend's place like once, my boy Mallory's house, and that was pretty much the only time I ever got a chance to do anything with Rock Band. And I never did anything with Guitar Hero. I remember they had a PC app that let you do like guitar versions, and you could just put whatever songs you wanted in. So I'd wind up doing like Japanese songs, like Annie songs. The investment in this feels like it's just way too high, personally.
I'm Arthur Von Nagel, producer at Ubisoft San Francisco. And Rocksmith has truly been a dream project.
That trailer should have been all you needed.
As a lifelong gamer and a touring musician, Rocksmith is what I wish I had when I started learning music. And that's why I'm thrilled to share the next evolution of music learning, Rocksmith Plus, a new interactive music learning subscription service available this year. Learn how to play guitar and bass by playing along to master recordings of your favorite songs. Connect your instrument to your PC, console, or mobile device and get real-time feedback as you play. Connecting with Rocksmith Plus will be easier than ever now that you can use your phone as a microphone. Download the app,
I guess it
log
makes it
in,
cheaper if you can
sync
use your
to
phone as a
Rocksmith Plus,
microphone,
set it down, and play along. Now acoustic players and electric players with amps can use Rocksmith Plus with no extra gear needed. It's a game changer. And we're excited to reveal Rocksmith Plus will have a huge amount of songs at launch. All songs in the library will have chord charts that'll be perfect for rhythm players who want to learn the foundation of the song to hum and strum along to. We'll still have the note-for-note authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly how the artists originally played them. And each week, we'll release a steady stream of new authentic arrangements to keep growing that portion of the library. We're also introducing the Rocksmith Workshop, a new tool that lets users create and add their own arrangements for songs we've licensed. Your subscription will give you access to all those songs, more content than ever before, including genres beyond rock. We'll have pop, hip-hop, country, Latin, R&B, all sorts of metal subgenres. We'll have music from all over the world, from big stars to indie darlings. It's the most diverse song library ever seen in music learning software. Rocksmith Plus will still have our proven practice features like adaptive difficulty and riff repeater, which let you practice and learn at your own pace, or slow down and repeat tricky parts until you master them. We've improved those features in Rocksmith Plus and are introducing new ones. Beginner and intermediate players will benefit from more personalized learning, thanks to an enhanced recommendation system and more robust progress tracking. Players won't just see their growth on a single song. They can now monitor their progress technique by technique across the board, and overall offer a better sense of how you're improving over time. Advanced players will be happy to know we're introducing a new Rocksmith tablature view. That way you could take advantage of Rocksmith Plus's song library and practice tools in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab reading skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show. Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get an early look at Rocksmith Plus and help us test and create the future of music learning. Thank you so much to the amazing fans who have enjoyed and supported Rocksmith over the past 10 years. Let's jam together with Rocksmith Plus for another 10.
We're already a third of the way through, and they only showed 2 videos. That's mildly concerning.
Register now for a chance to play the Rocksmith Plus beta. Summer's coming, and nothing gets thrill seekers' blood flowing like bright sun and fresh trails. And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive multiplayer outdoor sports extravaganza. Since then, the project's grown by jumps and grinds.
I highly doubt y'all added a bunch to this game, because the game was so expansive to begin with. But I do like the concept. This is one of those games where, like, if I had a subscription service and it was on it, I would definitely give it a shot. But I couldn't see myself paying full price for it.
Greetings, thrill seekers. This is the Riders Ridge, the Republic's stomping ground. From here, you can meet like-minded riders.
Bro.
Manage your career. Learn to nail those wild moves. Stay stylish. Share your creations with the Republic. Stay on top of the latest news. And take up some ferocious multiplayer action, like Free For All or Tricks Battle, our 6 vs 6 team competition. So, here's how it works. Performing big tricks on the modules will turn them from red to blue, and every trick that you stomp will contribute to your team's overall score. You still with me? Okay. When your team has turned all the modules blue, you capture that district, which will help multiply your score into the big time. Progress, progress, progress. To unlock more content, you gotta earn those stars. So, if you want to be the boss of your own career, the world's most famous competition are waiting for you.
This does look like and it's along the lines of what I was talking about. A game that looks like they put a lot of money into it, like AAA production, but it's not about like shooting and stabbing and killing. It's also not a traditional sports game like football or basketball.
Some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found in the city playground. We've got modules that you can slay for days. Maybe you're all about living on the edge. Either way, to progress, you gotta earn those stars. Having the right rig is important too. And we've all got our preferences.
What is this? Shit. Like the wingsuit thing, and then like you can jet around, so like basically you're flying? Man.
Alright, I get it. Sometimes you just want to explore and bathe in nature.
Not gonna lie, there's
That's
selling
right.
in this game.
Everything you do counts. Getting those stars means more rad to be had, and the Republic will abide. There's always something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and unlock more challenges. It's the Red Bull Joyride, people. It's infinite. It's spectacular. It's the biggest stage of slopestyle mountain biking. And guess what? You can play it versus your friends. There is so much more. More stunts. More sports. More events.
Winter events? So this is like
just more, okay?
On track.
And a natural outdoor playground for you and your friends to enjoy. Any way that you want.
I think I can get Ubisoft Forward on PC anyway, so I might mess with it.
When we say fun with everyone, we mean it. Look at all these riders.
I ever see some dudes
does this speak to you?
Like that?
And don't miss out on mass races.
Man, it's beyond X games. It's like the Z games is supposed to be like. You see this? You see the jetting? What? Yo, yeah. Just to have a game where I can fly around, so like that shit's so rare.
The Republic awaits you, Ryder. See you soon.
They put jets on their bike? Yep. Took a second. Okay. I might register for that beta.
Don't keep the mountains waiting. Riders Republic is coming September 2nd, and you can pre-order now and claim your right to rip.
Okay, so we've seen some of our favorite Rainbow Six operators battling alien parasites, but how's their day job going?
You know, ever since Crimson Heist, we're still trying to clear all those pesky Flores drones off the maps.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start, with Siege passing 200,000 concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
Year into our journey with Siege, we are humbled and grateful for the enthusiastic community that has supported this growth. So today is all about sharing quality of life developments that will dramatically improve player experience.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve your ability to play with your friends and meet new players. On June 30th, we are unifying our PC and cloud-based platforms with crossplay and cross-progression. That means that any player on Amazon Luna, Stadia, or PC will be able to queue into games together while having a unified account progression.
And for console players, in early 2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox platform, and the cross-progression will be available between all platforms. For these updates, we needed a bit more time in order to prepare and make sure they have a smooth launch.
Bringing these player bases together benefits everyone. It will finally allow you to play with your friends across different platforms. It also means that your progression will now follow you, anytime and anywhere you play.
We know crossplay is a feature a lot of you has been anticipating, and we are thrilled to see the enthusiasm its announcement has inspired. From your amazing fan art,
you know, I think about it, and we're actually really close now
that keeps this game moving forward.
to the 10-year mark that they were talking about.
We cannot thank you enough for your support.
This game came out in what, 2016?
That Siege keeps evolving and growing.
We're like 2021.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Ready? 6 years ago, I met a pilot.
Somebody's gonna lose. Yeah.
She saved my life.
Anytime you see somebody biting down on something, it's like, yeah. Bite down. Damn. Stay focused. Ah! Yeah.
That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's. Dagu Wankan, Wichachpi. The Creator's star has many meanings. Love, wisdom, bravery.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss.
The animation on this trailer is live.
What's happening?
Shh. This just made me want a Rainbow Six show. Oh no. It might be over with.
Wait, that's it? What happened next?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Thunderbird. That sounds like y'all gotta talk with Marvel X-Men.
New projects aren't the only things to be excited about this year. Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
I want a release date on Bloodlines. I like how this is just all the stuff that was shown during the pre-show, which says one of two things. Either they didn't think about setting up a different pre-show than the show, or two, more likely, they're just out of games. Like all they have is this stuff. The other stuff that they have coming, they're not ready to show it yet. Damn, this does look fun as fuck though. Seriously, what are y'all? What's being added to the crew? What could you possibly add to this game? It would be the ultimate condemnation of a concept of play as anyone for Watch Dogs Legion would be if they saw like a huge spike in people the second that you were allowed to play as Aiden Pierce.
From the release of the Ghost experience to the latest teammate update, Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving thanks to your feedback. But that's not all. As 2021 marks the 20th anniversary of the Ghost Recon franchise, we are happy to announce that there are still many more surprises to come.
Well, you're not announcing a new Ghost Recon yet. So I guess this is just like potential DLC.
Just Dance has always been about connecting with friends and family. When you're in good company,
there
are no bad dancers. So move the coffee table, alert the local homeowners association, and let's get loud.
Ooh, homeowners associations. Don't worry about what I'm doing in my house. These games perform so well for Ubisoft, so I understand why we constantly see them. But it does feel... Oh, well, maybe we can get like a little live performance.
Hello, my name is Todd Rickall, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor, director, and choreographer. I am super excited to announce that my song, Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022. Face, eyes, then waist, thick thighs, you, me, you, wish, new phone, who, this. But that's not all. Oh no, for the first time ever, the Just Dance team and I are collaborating to give you an exclusive version of my song for Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, and then sashay. To me,
it's like the Vogue style, like
themselves
that's
through
what's
dance.
up.
and to celebrate who they are and their individuality in such a fun way. Just Dance has transformed millions of lives, and I hope that this song brings you all so much joy, whether you're dancing alone or with a group, to work out, or just to have fun. It's going to be a great time, and I can assure you, you will not just play, you will absolutely slay. The new lyrics were handcrafted specifically for Just Dance, and let me tell you something.
Get the bag, bro.
Because, you know, they were written by yours truly, but I guarantee they are going to give people so much confidence. That's the reason why
I know Ubisoft had to come off something for it, so get the bag, bro.
Just Dance-ified. I don't think they're ready for this jelly. I hope you all have just as much fun dancing to this track as I had making it. Oh, and one last thing. You will have the opportunity to be a part of the making of my new video, which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more information on how to participate, darling, just check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all living your best life.
I know him, but I
being the
can't
most
think of his
fabulous
name.
you have
Todrick.
ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 2022.
I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, 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 and then sashay. But I don't work for free. That's not the tea, hunty. So make it rain on me, and I might let you see. Okay, dolls, y'all know what time it is. Come on.
I knew it started with a T. That was just all it came to mind. But I know how that is. Sometimes you'll just have something like right at the back of you, and you just can't quite get there.
To get our Viking on. It was a big year for the new chief of the Raven.
Is it?
But your journey with Eivor is far from over.
I wish it were. The problem with me not liking Valhalla is that because of the long tail they put on Assassin's Creed games now, I have to sit here and wait for like over a year after the game comes out before they finally move on to like a new Assassin's Creed game.
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight, it was the biggest launch for any Assassin's Creed game to date, and we have you to thank for that. Becoming Eivor, a Viking leader going on a quest to fight for a new home, is an adventure that resonated closely with many of you. I certainly had fun exploring England with Eivor and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
Thank you, Eivor.
I hate the way that nothing pops
We're
up on the
amazed
map
to
when
see
you play
how
those
you
games.
dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle. You've led more than 300 million raids in total, and built more than 100 million buildings in your settlements.
People were playing the fuck out of this game.
Eivor still has a long journey ahead, and we've been continuing to offer free updates for all players to enjoy post-launch. These updates include time-limited festivals, new quests, and even whole new game modes, such as the River Raids update and the Mastery Challenge. We add in community-requested tweaks and features too. For instance, we'll be adding one-handed swords in the coming weeks. The team is also working hard at tackling issues and improving the game experience for everyone. We've been tracking various known issues on our forums, and also shared our complex bug-fixing process in a recent dev blog. We love seeing your continual feedback.
Like, do the fans knowing how hard it is to bug fix, does that make them more understanding? Because typically I see fans just continuing to not care and not being understanding at all.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult, the Children of Danu. In our second upcoming expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking
The rumor
history,
I heard was that there was a
taking place in
mini,
war-torn Francia.
like a smaller
You'll have to
Assassin's
do
Creed
everything
game
in your power
that they
to
just decided to
uncover
fold
endless
into
secrets
Assassin's Creed Valhalla
and strategic
and make a third
alliances
expansion.
in order to safeguard your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission, but how you'll achieve it is up to you. Expect new abilities,
Wow.
weapons,
Wow, that was cold.
gear, and of course, new enemies. Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming this summer. Assassin's Creed has long focused on the exploration of history, and we are happy to announce that the new Discovery Tour will be released this fall. It will be free to all who own Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Explore the world and take a deeper dive into the history of the Viking Age. The team has crafted a new experience where you'll get to play as people during the time of Vikings and follow them in their endeavors, big and small.
Okay, well that's kind of cool.
Exclusive rewards.
Like you're not just the main character exploring the world.
Whether you're an Assassin's
you get to actually
Creed
play
fan
like
with
one
a
of the
heart for
characters in the
history,
world.
or a
That's kind of
student
cute.
looking to supplement your knowledge, the Discovery Tour Viking Age will have you covered. Assassin's Creed Valhalla doesn't stop here. For the first time on an Assassin's Creed title, we'll be supporting the game well into its second year. While this year will be a very active year for the game, we're already working on more expansions for next year.
Fuck.
Something tells me that Eivor is not done with Odin yet.
So you've seen some great games from us, but we also have news about the movies and TV series we've been working on.
Ooh.
Our Ubisoft Film and Television team has some exclusive content to share. Up first is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development studio that's streaming on Apple TV+. If you haven't watched the second season yet, here's a look at what you've been missing before the upcoming season finale.
So here's the problem here. There's only 20 minutes left, which means they're probably gonna burn about 5 to 10 on this.
This is an involuntary reaction to
being inspired.
I was emotionally manipulated.
What's the difference?
Support expansions. No, yeah, no. Like I don't want that because I don't like Valhalla. So I'm basically losing out on like a year and a half or whatever.
I don't want to see you or hear you.
She played us to get what she wanted.
I still think there's a strong chance they release another Assassin's Creed next year. I know we're not gonna see it this year though, so.
Up next is an exclusive look at a new trailer for our feature-length movie, Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit with teeth that'll be coming to theaters June 25th and on demand July 2nd.
A whodunit with teeth.
Hello everyone, I am Josh
Ooh.
Rubin, the director of
Anyway.
Werewolves Within.
And I'm Sam Richardson, the star of Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within was based off a Ubisoft game, and we're so excited to bring you an exclusive look just for you.
Check it out. Dr. Ellis?
I told you, she's probably tanked.
Again, I'll shoot. Again.
She let that thing go.
Please. We need answers.
It didn't disappear.
Shit, you got your answers when you knocked on the door. Them 3 shots was the only answers you
It's
needed.
not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
Oh, okay, well, look, we don't understand.
Did this please come out? I'm afraid I can't do that, Ranger Wheeler. You could be one of them.
One of what?
I mean,
a what?
If you had werewolves going around tearing people open, I guess being drunk isn't the worst way to go about it. Like handling like the problems.
Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
Is this a comedy?
Yes!
I guess.
I'm gonna go get a croissant.
So people get murdered and y'all cracking jokes? You must not like, wow.
Having a good old-fashioned sleepover. With guns, though. With guns, yes.
You must not like it. What game is this based off? I have no idea.
Everybody's going, how the heck? Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it. Follow Mythic Quest on Apple TV+, and be sure to catch Werewolves Within this summer, in theaters or on your on-demand platforms.
No hero story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
Far Cry.
When it comes to memorable villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
As soon as they started talking about villains, I'm like, yeah, I know what time it is.
Please, we
have to get on that boat.
Abuela, what the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards?
Do you have any idea what these are worth?
Sell them.
Let us through.
Marco.
Next time you'll stop talking all that stuff.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket for his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Vamos.
Good man.
Get out of boxing now.
Gracias.
Don't worry about it, chamaco.
Here. That's all I've got.
This isn't right, Danny. We should be fighting, not running to the Yankees.
Alejo gave you a fucking gift, Lira. We survive. Same as the orphanage, same as the academy.
What's that?
I heard there was another Far Cry they were working on. No. Oh no! Bro, if they want to leave, let them leave. Why are you trying to murder them? The man himself.
Before
What's good, Trail? How you doing?
Me papa love to fish.
Oh man said, why not?
Boat, just like
That's a great answer.
And we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
Tirano! You have voice, Indiana! You are fighting your sword!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Put a stop to all of that.
A very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
Thought the woman was gonna be like the, how's the show been? Mid. Like, it nothing special.
I have got you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat.
Oh my gosh.
13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
Man, that old woman thought she was just gonna be able to say whatever she wanted. Oh no. Yeah, that's your superhero origin right there. I tried to leave, the villain wouldn't let me go. Now I just gotta keep killing until I get what I want. You said the camera looking clean?
You've just seen another disturbing lesson from Anton Castillo, passed down to his son Diego.
This man is a monster.
To become the future ruler of Yara. The most important part of crafting a Far Cry villain isn't the fact that they're
hopefully what I was worried about was that the lighting was bad because of like the sun being on my face.
You at the dinner table and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret to Anton's power, and we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family. Now, when creating Anton, we had quite a lot to live up to. Because when you think Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains. Which makes today a very
I wasn't really
special day
impressed
for
by
Far Cry
Joseph
fans.
Seed.
Not only did we get to
I
see
heard
into
that
the
you could
mind
play
of
as
Anton
the
Castillo,
two villains in
we
this.
get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our dream was to honor the Far Cry villain's tradition and introduce a brand new experience. It is time to see the other side. Go further down the rabbit hole, and it's up to you to find a way out.
What is going on? Who's watching?
My, what a happy family. RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
You are alive.
The only villain I didn't really like of the Far Cry group was Joseph Seed. He was just a weirdo. But Pagan Min was great.
Peekaboo, motherfucker. Where the fuck am
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. You're in my way.
Ooh.
Is this a test? A dream? An opportunity? Then I will not waste it. You are beyond salvation.
Oh my goodness.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
I always love how creative they get with the season passes for Far Cry. Like, more so than any other game, even Assassin's Creed, they go all out. They basically be making whole new games and shit. Remastering Blood Dragon. About time, especially with you got the cartoon coming out. It makes a ton of sense.
We're so excited for you all to check out this next game.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
Now this, I have no idea. Like, I feel like we're tapped out. Mario Rabbids? What? Hey, this looks kind of cute. Okay. Why y'all out in space, though? Wow, alright. I hate that this got leaked, even though everybody pretty much knew it was gonna happen. The first game was such a success, like, people loved it. With the phone? She does not want to go on this little adventure that y'all going doing. Not interested at all. Wonder if this is the final trailer, because it would work as like it would work pretty well as the final trailer, I think. Oh no. And there's a lot of personality to this trailer, even though you haven't heard like a single word of dialogue spoken. I feel y'all. When's it coming out? They said don't worry about it. We're just gonna talk about the game for like 4 minutes.
The whole team is super proud of this new game, and I can't wait for you to experience it.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone, Mario and the Rabbids are back. And I'm so excited to be back as well today.
Put that prop down, boy.
Our new project, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy.
The Mushroom Universe.
To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises.
That man
on
rolling
their
the
quest
fuck out them
to
R's,
repel
bro. I'm
evil
with it.
across the galaxy, their spaceship will bring them from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursor, an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before. But they won't be alone. By their side, they will have their new allies, the Sparks. These surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas, will lend their wild powers to our heroes. Their natures and origin are at the core of our story. But let's keep some surprises for later.
It's always fun to see like the Mario universe try to expand its
After the
its lore and
tremendous
shit.
success of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from
Because
players
so much of the
across
lore
the
is
world.
ephemeral.
We were stunned by the love we felt for this unexpected team-up.
So when
We
they
know it's
add
been
to it,
off the
you're just
radar
like,
for a
all right,
while now,
I can
as
see
we
this.
wanted to take the
Does it
time
make
needed
sense?
to
Does
bring
it have
this
to? You know, like
crossover to
it's
the
a plumber
next
that's saving the
level.
world. How much sense does
It's
it
not
need to
just
make?
a new
So you just
story
add whatever you
with
want.
new enemies,
It's fun.
new heroes. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further. That being said, we also wish to offer an easy-to-play experience for all players.
When Mario didn't have
and
enough of
hard
Sonic,
to
gotta go
master
holler at
for
the
those of you
rabbits.
that are willing
I mean,
to take the
he better to
challenge.
come away. He
And
more
you'll be
likely
able
to come away with a
experience
decent
this
game if
cosmic
he works with the
adventure
rabbits.
exclusively
You
on
work
the
with
Nintendo
Sonic,
Switch.
he might come out with trash.
We can't
You know,
wait
Super
to tell
Mario
you
don't
more
have a
about
lot of
the game
trash
soon.
games.
There's an entire galaxy to save, and we cannot
He got
wait
like
for you to experience.
Mario Sunshine that people don't like, and that's about it. Hey, some actual footage. Let's go. Holy crap, this game is gorgeous. And now it's scary. And even Mario Sunshine ain't that bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I phrased it though. I say some people don't like Mario Sunshine, but I would never say it was a bad game. Like when you talk about Mario games, most of those are like hits. Get a little bit of that. Yeah, go to sleep. Take that bomb off. Who is this? This is so much fun though. It feels like the replacement for Super Mario RPG that I never got. Alright, 2022 is a solid date. That's probably it.
So we're not done yet.
Okay, one more thing.
Let's check in with our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Oh no.
Hi everyone. As you have seen, we have a fantastic and diverse lineup of games coming soon. And this is just the beginning. Thanks to all the teams at Ubisoft for what they achieved, and for always striving to deliver the best possible game experiences. I'm humbled by their resilience, energy, and collaboration, especially during what has been a challenging year. I'm also proud
bold to put
of
yourself
our
on camera. You got so many people
ability
claiming
to
like
bring
your company
together
hasn't
millions
changed
of players
noticeably since
from
last
around
year
the
when they were
world
under so much heat.
to share memorable experiences and moments of joy. This is one of the real powers of video games, and it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft to do our best. Finally, my sincere thanks to you, the players. We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keeps them growing and vibrant. We want to create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds.
This is a curious
And your
choice. Like,
contributions,
if you pop it
feedback,
onto the screen
and support
to just give the
make it
goodbye,
possible.
I don't know that I would have done that if
We
I were in
also
your
are
position.
proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universe.
Avatar and Star Wars.
For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure. And speaking of great partnerships, there is one more exciting thing we would like to show you today.
Yeah, I've seen that,
It is
Will.
a glimpse of
I don't know
the
how well it
amazing
performed,
journey
but I did hear about that.
awaits you in one of the most beautiful but dangerous places of all.
Definitely Avatar.
Brought to life
Yep.
by the latest version
Yep. The
of
first
our
look at
small engine.
the new Avatar game.
I'm excited
And
to
no, I'm not
share
talking about
this
the last
first look
Airbender. I'm
with
talking about
you
the blue
now.
people.
Enjoy.
They first showed this game off back in 2000. Well, they first told us they were working on this game back in 2000, either 17 or 18. And it's been pretty solid. Whoa, shit, this game is beautiful. Wow. The last time I saw foliage that was this beautiful was in Star Wars Battlefield. Battlefront, excuse me. But wow. This game is drop dead gorgeous. And if this doesn't excite you for what they could do with Star Wars, I don't know what would. Because the same team is working on a Star Wars game. This looks kind of lit. I know, right? This looks real good. Is this first person? Oh no. Bro. Why are you killing these people? They hadn't done anything to you. I promised they was minding their business. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we found them. Get to colonizing. Like, bro, chill out. They was minding their own business, and Trell just like, and sometimes you mind your own business and you get shot. All right, you got a name to it. 2022. All right, I feel you. It is Avatar first person actually makes sense for that, does it?
You understand now.
You and I are gonna tear shit up.
That's a legitimate question though. Like, does it? Because I never watched Avatar.
That is crazy.
Awesome.
Like I said, man, too much fun.
Ubisoft Plus, yeah, I might actually mess around and get that.
Thanks to Eve and all the devs that joined us to share what's new with Ubisoft.
Today, we battled some Archeans in Rainbow Six Extraction. Learned some new songs in Rocksmith.
That's like
Got
the
an
whole
adrenaline
concept
rush
scene
from
through the
Riders
eyes of an
Republic.
alien species. Hey
Lit
man,
up
you
the
got
dance
me.
floor in Just Dance 2022.
I definitely had no idea
Visited
what I was
new
talking
shores
about.
in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Witness the chilling
Granted, that
competition
doesn't
in
make
Far
you want to
Cry
play the
6.
game anymore. Like just
And teamed up with our favorite man in overall.
like, yeah, that's how the movie was. Like, you know, sometimes the movie is
Don't go anywhere. There's still more to come in the post show.
Bye, y'all.
no Splinter Cell. You couldn't possibly have thought there was gonna be a Splinter Cell. Let's see. So let's do a quick recap, and then I would normally just wait on the recap, but like I'm gonna need to jump into the Gearbox stream in just a few seconds. So let's just go ahead and recap as quickly as possible. This was an okay show. It was fine. Like personally, I thought the pre-show, like usually you put a lot of this stuff would have normally found its way into the pre-show, and that is how you know that they didn't have like a whole bunch of stuff here. Like the fact that you're getting updates on Rainbow Six Siege, and you're getting to see not Far Cry, but For Honor Season 5, and expansions coming to the crew and all of that. Like that kind of stuff lets you know that should not be in the main show. Like any other show, it would have been in the pre-show, or like, well, just the pre-show. The post-show is usually for like more deep dives into gameplay. But the fact that that kind of stuff is in the main show lets you know that they were kind of like Rider Republic and Rabbit stole the show. They were the show aside from Avatar. Like there wasn't really, because they're in the unfortunate position of having to have delayed most of their 2020 slate into 2021, and so now you're looking at Rainbow Six Siege, or Rainbow Six Extraction, and Riders Republic, and Far Cry. Like Far Cry was supposed to come out in February, and it's coming out now like way later in the year. And Riders Republic was supposed to come out, I think, in January or February, something like that. It's not coming out till September. Rainbow Six Extraction was supposed to come out in February of last year because they first showed it off in 2019. So the fact that they're having to push it all the way back to September 16th, that's nuts. But I mean, like, all in all, I'm gonna give this show about a C+, because there's a lot that they could have shown that they chose not to show, presumably because they're trying to make Ubisoft Forward into a brand, so to speak, and so they can do digital press conferences essentially whenever they want to. And so they just kind of stayed focused on mostly games that were coming up in the next 6 to 8 months. I get it, I respect it, but that doesn't make it more interesting to me as a viewer to watch. So I did like what I saw of Riders Republic. I loved what I saw from Riders Republic, actually, like enough that I'm seriously gonna look into getting Ubisoft Plus just so I can play it. I don't know, $60 is just a hefty buy for me personally. Like as far as like in my budget and whatnot, it's a hefty buy. If it weren't, I'd probably just buy it straight out. If I see it on sale, I might just buy it straight out. Rabbids was beautiful. If I had a Switch, it'd be like top of the list as far as like what I would want to get. I didn't so much like Rainbow Six Extraction. Like, never setting aside the fact that I'm not a big fan of first-person games to begin with. It's very Call of Duty. It's like you kind of crossed Call of Duty with Aliens, and I'm not a big fan. Like, you didn't have that much in the way of fun weapons. Like the way that the characters fought, it's very like grounded and realistic. And I mean, I know that that's the Rainbow Six brand, but like I would expect a little bit more craziness when you're introducing like all these fantastical elements, and you're still just like sneaking up behind somebody for like a stealth kill. Like I guess, bro, whatever. Other than that, like there really wasn't like the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. That's coming out in 2022, which is a lot sooner than I thought. I guess it's not behind schedule at all, but I mean like they've had 4 or 5 years to work on it, so that makes sense. I want to see more from it. I'm going to probably look up and see like press releases and try to get a little bit more information out of it. Hopefully, like maybe they can tell you what role you're playing in the game and if it is first or third person. I'm not sure. I thought they gave us a glimpse of gameplay, but it could have just all been cinematics. Who knows? We didn't get to see any of the games that you would expect to see. Now, I know they announced the Ubisoft Star Wars thing earlier in the year. You can forget that. That was never going to show up in the first place, so I'm not too mad at that because that was just announced. It's like when they had Marvel's Avengers and they announced that at the start of 2017 or something like that, and everybody was like, well, when are we going to see it? You're not going to see it. Like, they just got that partnership done, and it's like, you thought you were going to see anything? Nah, bro. And Star Wars is just like that. Ubisoft Star Wars, like that game. In fact, EA still has a partnership with Disney to only have Star Wars games for right now. So until that partnership is over and until you have like 2 or 3 years into the can, you're probably not going to see too much of that game. So I'm not surprised about Ubisoft Star Wars not being there. I am surprised that they didn't try to put Skull and Bones or Beyond Good and Evil. I guess those things are much further behind than I would have thought. Maybe Beyond Good and Evil we see later in the year because they definitely had a fall Ubisoft Forward last year. They did like one at E3 and then they did one in the fall. Maybe they do another one. Maybe. And if so, maybe they do have some of those games that everybody's been looking for. Other than that, they're kind of in that weird spot of we don't have, like, the next Assassin's Creed is over a year off. The next Far Cry's not even out yet. The next Watch Dogs just came out. We're still trying to focus on Skull and Bones. Probably was remade. Yeah, I mean, like, it was remade like years ago. Like when they showed it off, and then they replaced their narrative director. Usually when they replace someone that high up in like the narrative part of the video, in that area of game development, usually when they replace somebody that high up, that means that they're restarting the game. And hopefully they are. Hopefully it'll have a stronger single player focus with a strong multiplayer focus, as opposed to like a strong multiplayer focus and then like, yeah, we kind of got single player. Like, no, I want to be a pirate and have a pirate crew and get a whole gang together, and then like you can do ship battles, but mostly it's just like raiding villages and going in there and maybe fighting back against like the I guess the Queen's army or whatever the fuck they had back then. Fight back against them. It's like a real focus on freedom and doing like living life how you want to live, and that's like a pirate's life for me. That type shit. Hopefully that's what we get, and not like more of I'm just on the ship the whole time, because that's nobody wanted that. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. I appreciate everybody for showing up today, but we're not quite done yet. Tomorrow is an even bigger day than today. We'll be on at noon Central Standard Time, starting with the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase, continuing on with Square Enix Presents, and checking in on Warner Brothers Games Back for Blood, and finishing off the night with the PC Gaming Show and the Future Game Show tomorrow. So if you're really excited and you really want to see some more games, wondering if we'll see a new Final Fantasy game, wondering what the heck Starfield is about, make sure you tune in. I appreciate everybody for showing up today, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.